Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. Give you the truth. It is the day after Xmas. The day after Xmas. Nobody knows when he was born. Xmas. Anyway, I got some videos to come today. We're gonna do videos today. We're gonna do videos tomorrow, and then we're gonna take a little break because I want to catch up on some of my writing, on my books that I'm writing, and I'm gonna be out here working. So between those two, it ain't gonna be no time to do these videos like that. But I believe I could write a book in a couple days. Like if I write at home and I write while I'm out here, like that first hour I'm out here, that last, just kind of mix my writing in. I got my notebooks here, and y'all know I got my notes. Not for this one though. For what I'm finna talk about, I ain't gonna have no notes. But I want to get back to talking about these women, because I believe we helping a lot of them, and we helping a lot of guys. And part of this manosphere, red pill, like a lot of guys getting rich from this, and that's good. I believe some of them deserve it, based on what they done been through, like what people done said they done been through. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't have to agree with everything to like you or to support you, because I can think for myself. And when you get like that, when you can be like that, I'm telling you, you're gonna be very sharp. When you can pull from everybody that will make you even, like, you can Voltron people. Like, this person is his strength, so I'm gonna pull his strength and I'm gonna make it my strength. I'm going to pull this person's strength and I'm making my strength along with the strength I already got. See, when you a know-it-all, when you don't listen to people, you can't do that. Like, people be like, well, how he going to talk about... Y'all notice that some of the best people in regards to talking about relationships are the ones that come from divorce, so on and so forth. Somebody was on here trying to say, well, why would you listen to someone like Kevin Samuels? Kevin Samuels was divorced twice. People was making the argument he ain't even have a successful relationship. Let me tell you something. Failure breeds success. If a person is willing to share their failures, they'll help you be successful. That's what people don't understand when they start having that guard up too tight. Like people like Kevin Samuels when he was alive. Like, yeah, he'll say things like, you be like, man, that's kind of... But then, if you like me and you keep listening, you be like, sponging. I can sponge off anybody. I done sponged off Coach Greg Adams. I done sponged off Black Ram. I done sponged off Andrew Tate. Do I agree with everything? I don't agree with everything with anybody. But that don't stop me from listening. I done sponged off a lot of... I done sponged off Anthony Spade. Plenty of people, but I ain't gonna say their names because, they don't be saying other people's names. But, I done sponged off plenty of people. Like, I be Voltroning people. Like, if you might say something, me and you might not agree on this right here. But if we agree on all that over there, that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay over there. But some of these guys, man, it's their experiences. Like, if you can remember your failures, you can remember the times people reject. Rejection is motivation for intelligent people. For unintelligent people, for people that's too sensitive, rejection is depression. Rejection for me is motivation. It's motivation. So, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to do back-to-backs here. You got to handle your rejection the right way, man. You got to, like, for instance, YouTube obviously is rejecting my videos, but the more I talk about it, it seems like they being more fair with me. Like, not to the level, because listen, these rappers, we know what they talking about. Like, I saw one of them, I ain't gonna mention his name, every time I don't always like to criticize people. I like to stay on code sometimes. But one particular rapper, he put a video up and it went viral in one day. You know what has to happen for your video to go viral in one day? YouTube has to recommend it. YouTube has to put it in people's feeds. YouTube has to give you the impressions. For him to get 1.1 million views in one day, that means that he probably had 100 million impressions. That's what that means. So when you get rejected, you got to know when to quit. You got to know when to give up. Like in some of your relationships, we're going to talk about that next. But in some of your relationships, it's like you trying to stick with somebody you should give up on. And then some people trying to give up on somebody they should stick with. Most is the first. You trying to stick with somebody that you should give up on. When people do certain things, which we're going to talk about, it's like it's the point of no return. But when people reject you, you should never hold grudges. You should just realize, okay, this person rejected me. I forgive them, but they're not for me. So you got to break friendships. You got to break relationships. You got to leave jobs. You got to know, like, if you the best in your field at a job, but your job, they don't like something about you. So he and ha talking behind your back, trying to micromanage you. Just leave. If you can't just leave, if it's gonna be too much of a setback, get something on the side. I tell you all the time, one is too close to none, which I got that from Black Round and Coach Greg. See how that works? See, I don't gotta steal people's stuff, man. You give credit when you, that's where the copyright comes into play. But why would you only have one job? The only way I could see it, if you are a doctor and you on call or some stuff, or you a police officer and they tell you you can't work nowhere else, you got to be available, stuff like that. If you got a job where you could do something else, do something else. Watch TV when you off. Try to get that other job to be a job where you have the same off days as your main job, or try to do something on the side that's like a business where you could just take off when you want. But anybody that's being mistreated at work, that should not be your only job. I've seen people get laid off for nothing. I done got laid off for nothing before. I'm burping. But like I said, rejection for smart people equals ambition, equals motivation. Rejection for overly sensitive people equals depression. This goes for men and women. Like, you got to handle your rejection right. If you stay hurt for the rest of your life, you a good woman. You one of the rare, like you a unicorn. And this dude didn't treat you right. You're not a unicorn if you withholding sex. You're not a unicorn if you disrespectful, unsubmissive, blah, 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 blah. Let's get that straight. Some of y'all think you unicorns. You're not. But we talking about the real ones. If you a unicorn and this dude reject you, why would you hold a grudge and resent all men? All men didn't reject you. Just like with us in the red pill, in the manosphere space, we know legal marriage, no. We know moving them in is no. They got to be the best of the best for you to even consider it. But because you got rejected by this one or that one, all the women didn't reject you. Certain ones did. You got to be stronger than that, man. Because a lot of people, they can't handle the rejection right. Like, you come home, your wife getting clapped from the back by a dude savagely. You don't kill him. You don't do nothing to her. You just be like the one dude on the viral video. Give her keys back. Just break up with her then and there. And do not let her just extort you easily. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. I told somebody that I'm not a liar, but I lie in certain situations. And the person tried to twist it all up. Oh, you all liars. That ain't what that means. I'm not finna be truthful to somebody willingly that's trying to take, just robbing me, basically trying to take everything. And I don't care if it come down to it and they see this video. What you gonna do? You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not. I ain't got it like that. It's rough out here. But anyway, we have to handle that rejection the right way. We got to handle it. If YouTube censoring your videos, like I was just showing somebody channel that was from this Milwaukee area, and I'm looking at his videos and stuff, and his videos are good, and it's like, I'm like, how is his subscriptions not growing? How is people not? YouTube rejecting them for some reason. So it's at least 3 people. I'm looking at their video quality and the things they say. And then I'm looking at their subs and I'm looking at their views like, that's YouTube doing that. Out the gate. It's YouTube doing that. And then when you look at these rappers, we gonna shoot you in your head, take your head off. 100 million views, come on now. Fart videos, 100 million, come on now. You don't get 100 million video views without help. Come on now, give me credit for my intelligence now. So when they reject you, when you get rejected, you gotta take it the right way. You gotta keep living. Somebody say you're not working right at your job. Do your best, get better, and if they still saying it, you know it's something with them. Maybe they just don't like you. Maybe they got a grudge against you. So just, if you need them, use them. Don't worry about what they say. It's like, okay, and keep going. Keep going. Because if you can't quit or you won't quit, then the only other option is for you to ignore. I wouldn't advise it in a relationship, though. You gotta, man, dude, listen. Every man that can have sex should be having sex. Regularly. Regularly. You should be saying something, and you should not have to always be on your smartphone looking at POR, fill in the blank. You should be saying something in person that you can reach out and touch. I ain't trying to be hey, man. Hey, listen. What I'm saying is nothing compared to them gangster rappers. Man, my beard getting stuck in my... It's nothing. So, we got another year coming up. We got one more weekend this year. Start practicing now. Start getting your mind right. Stop talking to people who don't like you. Stop talking to people who don't respect you. If somebody don't like you or respect you, the only time you should be talking to them is if you have to. Or if they call you, you should be polite, you know. If you don't want to talk to them, just be like, hey, I'm busy, I'll call you back. Start cutthroating these people. They cutthroating you. Because the more time you listening, your ear gate is hearing the words of a person who resents you, doesn't respect you, doesn't love you. It's like, yeah, the rejection is supposed to create ambition and motivation, but you shouldn't be always listening to those people. You shouldn't always be around these people. They calling you mentally slow. Do you think that's somebody you should want to listen to? As a matter of fact, It's weird how people could be addicted to drugs or dropped out of high school, or they got all these flaws that they not correcting, but then they want to say something about you. That's misery trying to attach itself to you. Reject. That's how you do that. Misery trying to attach itself to you. Make the best out of your life. Can't nobody, there's different levels of success. To me, real success is success that you got on pure talent, abilities, and ideas. Not success that you got because you related to this person or you connected to this person. That's not real success. That, in some ways, that could be fraud. That can be fraud. And that's how a lot of societies are fraudulent right now. We looking at people that's successful that had to do this, know this person. No, that's not real success. Not to me. But anyway, we got more videos to come, so y'all need to stay tuned. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No Matrix. No turning rejection from these evil people into negative energy. You got to stir it up and make it positive. Let it create ambition and motivation within you. Thanks for watching.